Imagine being a football player, playing in an unknown league, and then suddenly you get a call from a big club saying they want to sign you. We often see such scenarios happen every transfer window. Nick Powell to Manchester United, Samed Yassel to Liverpool, Eric Lanini to Juventus. These are some of many players who were snatched by European giants, only to then slowly disappear and fade away in the lower divisions. Well, today we brought you a completely different story. It's about a player who earned a surprise move to a big English club, failed to make an impression, but then fought his way back to earn a second chance to play at the highest level. We're talking about the new West Ham United centre-back, Konstantinos Mavropanos. So, if you want to learn about our player's journey and how he will be a sensational addition to the Hammers, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily football content, and make sure you watch this video right until the end. Given that his name is quite tough to pronounce, we will refer to Konstantinos as Dinios. Dinios was born on December 11th, 1997 in Athens, Greece. He started his footballing career with Apollon Simiris, a youth side at the age of 11. At the time, Dinios was much bigger than other players his age, so he was often deployed as a forward. This may explain his excellent sense for goal, as the player has developed a refined finishing technique, but we'll get into that later in the video. As Dinios grew in age and slowly climbed through the ranks, his position changed to become a centre-back. In January 2016, he signed his first professional contract by joining Greek top-flight side PAS. The player debuted for his new club in a Greek Cup game on November 29, 2016, where he played the full 90 minutes and helped his team to a 1-0 victory. 5 months later, he made his league debut against Vieira, but was substituted in the 57th minute, with his team losing 3-0. Despite the unfortunate debut, Dinios slowly established himself in the team's defensive line. After several impressive performances, the player became an integral first-team player. Dinios spent 2 years at PAS, where he was deemed as one of the country's brightest young prospects, and this is when Arsenal came knocking. In January 2018, Dinios joined the Gunners for a reported fee of €2.1 million and was added to the under-21 squad. His performances in the youth team caught the attention of Arsenal's legendary head coach, Arsene Wenger, who decided to add the Greek defender to the Europa League squad for the knockout phase. On April 29th of the same year, Dinios made his Premier League debut against Manchester United at Old Trafford. This, of course, was not the friendliest of places for an Arsenal player, right? However, despite the Gunners losing that game 2-1, both fans and pundits praised Dinios for his performance. This earned a second consecutive start in the following match at the Emirates, where Arsenal thrashed Burnley 5-0, with Dinios playing the full 90 minutes and keeping a clean sheet. So far, things are going well for the Greek juggernaut. Well, the situation immediately worsened in his third consecutive start against Leicester City. Iheanacho opened the score for the Foxes in the 14th minute of the game, and a minute later, right from the restart, the striker closed Dinios down, stole the ball, and broke free on goal. Dinios had no chance but to tackle Iheanacho, receiving a straight red card 15 minutes into the game. The player missed the last match of the campaign due to the red card suspension, but he was also sidelined in the following campaign due to a groin strain and put him out till the year's end. Even after his recovery, Dinios didn't get the chance to redeem himself. On February 3rd, 2019, he made his Premier League comeback as a substitute in Arsenal's 3-1 loss against Manchester City. The player started his first game in ages in the season's final match against Burnley, but luck was not on his side, as he had to leave the pitch 34 minutes into the game due to the same groin injury he suffered. Since then, the player struggled to get any minutes with the Gunners, even after recovering, and in January 2020, he was loaned out to Nuremberg in the German second division. The player had an immediate impact with his new club, putting in great performances in his first 3 games, which earned him 2 consecutive Man of the Match awards in his second and third match. Dinios played 12 for Nuremberg before returning back to Arsenal after his loan deal expired. However, Dinios and Arsenal's relationship wasn't meant to be. Despite the club renewing his deal, he was sent out on another loan, this time to German top-flight side Stuttgart. Dinios featured in a single game out of his first 8 Bundesliga matches due to injury. However, he made his comeback against Bayern Munich, and since then the player started to play more regularly. His impressive performances encouraged Stuttgart to extend his loan deal for a second season and add a purchase option of €3.5 million that could be activated at the end of the 2021-2022 campaign. That season, Dinios played 33 times for Stuttgart and scored 5 goals, while keeping just 3 clean sheets in a relegation battling side. However, the player's performances and the 4 crucial goals he scored in the league were vital in keeping his club in the top tier. Such achievement was rewarded with the club activating the permanent purchase option. The 2022-2023 campaign was nothing different for the Greek defender and his club. He featured 34 times in all competitions and scored 3 goals. However, this time Stuttgart had to face Hamburg in a relegation playoff game after they finished 16th in the league table. This was when Dinios gained legendary status among Stuttgart fans. 1 minute into the playoffs' first leg, Dinios jumped above everyone to meet Sosa's cross from a corner and headed the ball directly into the net. Stuttgart finished the game with a 3-0 lead and won the second leg 3-1 to guarantee their top flight safety. And just like that, Konstantinos Mavropanos successfully managed to revive his career. Yes, I said his full name this time, but he didn't bring himself to the top by avoiding relegation in 2 consecutive seasons. No, he did so by landing himself a move back to the Premier League. West Ham United were searching for a new centre-back, and you know how much the Hammers want their players to be strong and aerially dominant. They even were close to signing the much criticised Harry Maguire, but that deal was stalled due to the player's financial demands, so the Hammers had to search for another player. On August 22nd, 2023, it was announced that West Ham had agreed to buy Dinios from Stuttgart for a fee of 20 million euros. So besides his solid defensive abilities and aerial talents, what can Dinios offer David Moyes? Well, the Greek can also play as a right back, in a back 3, or even as a right back, as he played 4 times in that position for Stuttgart. In fact, one of his best goals for Stuttgart came when he operated as a right back, as he stormed down the flank, cut inside and found the bottom net with a lovely left-footed finish. We told you the player has the finishing of a striker. He even has powerful shots from outside the area in his locker. He also possesses a remarkable ability to read the play and pick the right moments to step out of the defense and cut passes into channels. Last season, he recorded 6.31 interceptions per 90 minutes. Other 15 Bundesliga defenders indeed recorded more. However, Dinios did so while committing less than 1 foul per game and maintaining a defensive duel success rate of 66.4%. In addition to that, Dinios is incredibly fast despite his height and muscular figure. He can sprint past players while outmuscling them in the process. His physicality made Arsenal buy him in the first place, as they thought he would be perfectly suited for the Premier League, and now after years of development, Dinios will undoubtedly be prepared to play in the best league in the world. Mavropanos is perfect for how the Hammers and David Moyes want to play. His tenacity, athleticism, and ability to read the play will surely help West Ham adapt to life after the departure of Declan Rice, who used to play a crucial part in the team's defensive department. And for that, we believe Mavropanos will be insane signing for West Ham. Maybe Arteta will regret letting the player go, who knows? But what do you guys think? Did West Ham pick the correct player to reinforce their defense? Share your thoughts down there in the comment section below, and remember to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more football content. Thank you guys, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.